the other sitting just on the cusp and trying to prove a point in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Florida Gators, taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Gators will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in. And they'll stop him at the 16. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Moore to the air. Throwing right. A strike downfield. Turning it on. And the defense was on its heels after that long completion.
plays, look no further than the first play of the game. What a start.
Looking downfield on first down. Looking deep down the right side. Touchdown, Oregon! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. Just under 60,000 in this place, but sometimes it sounds like 600,000. An engineering marvel to hold in all this noise.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. They love their team. They support the Ducks, and they've built traditions and so many teams they should be proud of. Getting them involved early is a great sign for this football game.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looking to the big tight end. He's got it. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. Looking downfield, it's Lagway. Here's a heat. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting them a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
Finds his man. It's Wilson. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Austin. Got him downfield. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
And the Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Fighting off the defender. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I think one of the biggest keys in stopping these big physical running backs is you can never let them get momentum running downhill. And I think that was a big factor on that play. They didn't get him right away. He was able to break a tackle, but he couldn't get the speed going. And as a result, he's going backwards. That's a big TFL for the defense.
Here comes the heat. And they'll knock him down.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them they'll get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
He'll pull it down and run. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
And that's the extra feel you get with this dude. I mean, unbelievable job dropping back to pass, but understanding third down, I can get it right now. I got a little bit of space right up the middle, pulls it down, runs it straight ahead, and goes and gets the big third down conversion.
The Gators started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They're looking to pass from the red zone. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And really kind of a Jekyll and Hyde opening drive here for the defense in the game. They've given up some yards, and they've given up some big plays, but they've also got 2 sacks now already. So a little bit of back and forth. I think you're looking for a little bit more consistency from this defense now as the game develops.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Guys, this offense is going to have to find a way to protect this quarterback. He has already been under unbelievable duress early in this game, and they're not going to be able to complete throws if they can't keep him standing up.
And it's no good. He missed it. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. The Ducks moving quickly to the line. Lofts one high and deep. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down. The 3rd down's coming up.
And as an offense, you've got such a special talent playing QB. You've got to do a better job protecting him. If you can let this guy set his feet, he can light this defense up.
He'll take another shot here. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. Oh, he's got some space. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Touchdown, Ducks! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
The great thing about spreading a defense out, I can see where the blitz is coming from. I can see where they're weak. I can see my matchups. Nice job by the offense. Spread them out, taking advantage of their matchup, and getting in for the score.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Well, I give them a lot of credit for having guts. You normally don't see onside kicks until the very end of the game. Here we are in the 1st quarter, and they tried one, but it didn't work. So their defense now has to come out here and bail them out.
Snagged in the middle, it's Wilson. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. And the quarterback's by his lonesome on 2nd and inches. Back to throw, it's Lagway. Quarterback now breaking the field. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
I love the play call there, too, because 2nd and short, defense is thinking you might run it. So you try to catch him off guard with the pass, nothing there. Even if you throw an incompletion, you're going to have a chance to run it the very next play, but it doesn't matter. This guy's just so athletic himself.
Deep shot for the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Now improvising. It's complete. Gets it past the marker for a 1st down, and that's the way we will wrap up the 1st quarter.
Brought down at the 8-yard line. 1st and goal
We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Looking to throw. He wants it all. Touchdown, Gators! Fitted in the window for the score.
And that's what I love about empty sets and formations on offense, is that when you spread the defense out, you create bigger lanes to throw into. You saw it right there.
Ready to try the point after. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Stewart. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides
he's going to let one fly down the middle. Grabs it inside the 10. Touchdown, Oregon! And run for 6.
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go-round, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough. They get run by, he makes the catch, and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top, because this guy's speed is a problem.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. You want to see quick strike ability? It was epitomized there. 2 plays, 80 yards, touchdown on the board. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Fielded in the end zone, it's Abrams. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Sending the offense back to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Scanning the field, it's Glagway. Caught near the sticks, it's Hawkins. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route, running all the way across the field, and the DB just can't stay with them because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Floating away. Fires on the move. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time it's second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on second down. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Got open on the post and then had no regard for his body in making that catch.
Exactly right. You know you're going to get hit a lot of times coming over the middle of the field, but he runs that post, lays out, makes the play for his quarterback. That's a tough hombre.
Quarterback can pull the trigger and down he goes at the 41. The Gators want to pick up the tempo.
Nice job by this defense getting to the QB and getting him on the ground, creating the negative play. This offense must have seen something.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. He's got it, and he will score. Touchdown, Florida. It's a much-needed life from this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. You're down. You got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
And right down the middle. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. Makes a move. Oh, what vision. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He just took it the entire length of the field, end to end, coast to coast, nationwide for the touchdown.
And how about the fans in the stands going, no, take a knee, no, yes. Over 100 yards for the kickoff return. Nice job taking that to the end zone, making a huge play.
Coming out with it, it's Abrams. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. A run for the quarterback. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
And that's a first down for the offense.
And the Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Dances away to buy time. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Great run there. While the Gators have had a long list of great passers, some dudes have done it on the ground. Anthony Richardson, Tim Tebow come to mind.
Yeah, those guys were unbelievable.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in the hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The House of Loud is deafening on this third down. Catch in the middle, it's Wilson. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown Gators! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. So after getting into the end zone in that last drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. Slips through the line. He's got it out. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He will score. Touchdown, Ducks.
And he's in for the second score of the game. My goodness. Note to self, kickoff team. Don't kick it to him anymore. Squib it, kick it to the other guy. Just don't let that guy touch it again.
And they stay on target with the extra point, up 35-21. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Hawkins. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Running back searching for a hole, and he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The play action fake. Grabbed over the middle. It's Wilson. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the change for a first down.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Pocket breaking down. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Going over the top. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Got some room to run. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
Well, the defense was expecting pass on that one, 3rd and long. They dial up the perfect coverage and a great job in the back end, reading and reacting to the quarterback when the ball was in the air, coming away with a massive interception.
Wants to throw on 1st down. He's going to fire deep. Intercepted to stop the threat. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. The Ducks will kick it away to crank up the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Abrams. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. and we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job of pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Lagway. Lets it fly deep downfield. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone.
I love the defensive mentality coming out here early in the third quarter. They've got the lead. They know the offense is going to be aggressive and start taking shots. A really nice play call that time, and an even better job in the back end in the secondary being ready for it. It just feels, guys, in this game like the defense is staying one step ahead.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yards. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
The Gators pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Here's the pressure. On target to the left. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Touchdown, Florida! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, and this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
They tack on the extra point, and they're down a touchdown, 35-28. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Stewart. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Caught at the 25. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Oregon! This dude is revving his engine like that duck coming out on a motorcycle. He is putting up points and finding the promised land.
And it's nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, they just keep finding at Oregon as trigger men, not only throw the football, but guys who can pick them up and put them down and make big plays.
He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start with... And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks. That's just ridiculous.
He's looking deep. Makes the grab, gets the foot down, just precision execution on that big play.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. The Gators in the hurry up.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Dances away. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. And the Gators have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. To the air, it's Lagway. Catch in the middle, it's Sturdivant. And the defense dragged him down.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. The Gators had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Under fire. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
This poor quarterback has been running for his life. He has never been able to get his feet set, stare downfield, and try and pick this defense apart because he's constantly throwing with pressure in his face.
Looking down the middle. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Really nice 3rd down sub defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion setting up for it.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. He'll get this drive started from the 29. Quarterback may change this route. Moore will throw. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And the Ducks now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Second down, they'll go to the air. He uncorks one deep. Snags it on the right. Here he goes. Touchdown, Ducks! And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll corral that squib kick just inside the 15. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The DBs will back off a bit. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The Gators want to move quickly.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second.
Fires one high and deep. Catch inside the 30 and still running. There he goes down the right side. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Gators!
Man, oh man, I love the patience of this quarterback. Great job letting the play develop, buying a little bit of time. Receiver starts on the left side of the field. He comes all the way across to the right side for the big touchdown catch.
Lining up for the PAT. And it's up and good. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. They've got it to a two-possession game, but now going for the onside kick here in the third quarter. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Moore to the air. Blasted as he lets it go. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB. Finally getting some pressure. Finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
And the pass falls incomplete, and we have played 3 quarters. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. They'll move the wide receiver. Trying play action. He's going for a big play downfield. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Touchdown, Oregon! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a masterclass in offensive productivity.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Gators sending the offense back to work. To the air on first down. Wide open downfield. Oh, look out on the right. Running inside the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Florida!
And how about that? His second receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense, and number 3 is coming soon.
And the point after is good. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. Coming out with it, it's Stewart. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Using his legs, it's Whittington. Moving past the 25. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage of the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
The Ducks just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Moore will throw. Swings it out to his running back. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Ducks will hustle to the line. To the air on second down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. And a lot of times when they have guys around them, the focus that receivers have it doesn't exist in them. And you can tell just dropped the football, lost a little bit of focus, but I think those footsteps were close enough where he heard them.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Quarterback adapting. Hit as he throws. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop.
I think that might be the very definition of just trying to rub salt in the wound, right? You got the lead, multiple possessions, you're looking really, really good, late in the ball game, and you go for it again. So you're just trying to, listen, it's their job to stop you. I like the offense doing what they do. Forget you, defense. Get a stop. That's your job, and you did it.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Past the 30. There he goes. Touchdown, Gators! And here they come, almost all the way back.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed, look at the elusiveness, get into the end zone. Nice run.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Wide open spaces. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lane, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. Here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
And the Ducks with the 1st and 10.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Moore to the air. Under fire. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover.
We talk about having to have it. We needed to force the turnover. We had to get the football back. They're in such a good position to run out the clock, try to win. No, sir. Our ball, first down.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Under heat, he gets rid of it.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller.
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Looking left. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And this offense does not come up big. Man, you needed that first down. And listen, the communication with this offense and the execution has left a little bit to be desired, and especially in a big moment right here when you had to have a score and you had to have the fourth down conversion.
They'll come to the line first and goal with the lead and the clock working in their favor. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks!
And you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
He'll bring it out. It's Hawkins. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. To throw, it's Lagway. Oh, they're after him. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
What a beautiful day for the defense. A sack for you, a sack for you. Everybody gets a sack. Everything good happening for this defense.
Rushes on him. Takes a hit as he fires. Oh, it's picked off. And he's out of bounds at the 1-yard line, a mere 3 feet from a pick six.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes.
Touchdown, Oregon! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. That one off. It'll be a delay of game. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.